In 2017, 792 million people had a mental disorder. In this speech, I will tell you why therapy is beneficial to you, as it helps you explore your feelings and emotions, helps you develop helpful coping strategies, and improve on your platonic or romantic relationships. If you're struggling with mental health and haven't considered therapy yet, any time is a good time to start. What's important is that you recognize that you may want or may need help at all. I've been in therapy a year now after struggling through depression and anxiety, and my mental health has improved significantly. I've been able to apply the skills I've learned in therapy to my daily life, and it has drastically improved the quality of my life. First, I will tell you how it helps explore your feelings and emotions. Then, I will tell you how it helps develop coping strategies. And lastly, how therapy can help improve your platonic or romantic relationships. I will now speak about why therapy helps you explore your feelings and emotions. You should consider therapy because it helps you explore your feelings and emotions in many ways. Therapy can expand your understanding of your emotions and feelings. Expanding your understanding of emotions and feelings is an important process that allows us to be better for our individual selves. There are many ways that therapy can help start this process if you're feeling stuck. There is much more than meets the eye than when it comes to emotions and feelings. PsychologyTools.org states that many of our decisions are controlled by emotions and the need to maintain a certain mind state. In essence, emotions guide us. They point us into the direction we want to go. Therapy teaches you that it's important to feel everything. PsychologyTools.org states the acceptance of feelings is the start to something greater. Oftentimes, we are keen on only feeling the good emotions and never the bad. Feeling everything and accepting everything is the start to a healthier, more active emotional intelligence. Now that I have talked about emotions and feelings, I will talk about developing helpful coping strategies. Choosing to go to therapy can help develop successful coping strategies. VerywellMind.com argues that cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, has many benefits, which include successful coping skills when dealing through a tough mental state. CBT is based on the idea that the negative interpretation of a situation can lead to unhealthy coping ideas. Thus, the development of a positive, more regulated coping skill through therapy and consistency are proven to help get through tough mental states. CBT includes a plethora of ideas that are taught in therapy, such as diaphragmatic breathing or deep breathing, which helps regulate and control anxiety or anxiety attacks. Cognitive restructuring, which through practice enables us to change the way we perceive people, interactions, and traumatic experiences. Self-monitoring, which is the idea that in order to address the problem, we first need to become aware of it. The National Library of Medicine states in their 2012 case study, the evidence for CBT is very strong. The case study exemplifies through multiple points of research the efficacy of CBT. Finally, we will talk about how therapy can help in platonic and/or romantic relationships. You should consider therapy if you're having trouble in your relationships. Teladoc.com states that couples who do therapy, either individually or together, have a much higher chance at deeper understanding and a successful relationship. Working on vital skills like communication can drastically improve connection between two people. In part, this leads to a healthy, more positive understanding of both parties. Therapy teaches us vital skills for successful relationships, like active listening, maintaining focus on your partner's conversations, taking everything in to better understand their point of view. This helps regulate and control your emotions and feelings through relationships, and the practice allows for better understanding of both parties and both partners in the relationship. Successful tools like this allow for much more successful and potential rates of success through marriages and relationships in general. Therapy teaches us vital skills for successful relationships like active listening, maintaining focus on your to better understand their point of view, breaking down barriers, working together to try and break down any barriers or blockages that may be stopping the relationship from progressing, achieving open dialogue, being able to effectively communicate with one another and not feeling any sense of regret. Healthline.com states that individual therapy is significant in understanding yourself, therefore improving the quality of the relationship. Once you have a greater understanding of who you are individually, you'll be able to understand what you bring to the table. Knowing what you bring to the table is key to the element of relationships. Through the help of therapy, finding yourself is much more swift. Because of this, relationships are strengthened when both partners know what they offer. Contrarily, having a solid understanding of yourself allows you to realize what kind of people you don't want in your life. It's key to understanding self-worth and validity. Therapy allows us to reach and understand certain parts of ourselves that we may not understand. Oftentimes, we approach therapy with the understanding that depressive thoughts, negative mindsets, and anxiety are parts of us. But therapy allows us to realize that those parts are not us. And therapy allows us to understand that they are only passing winds in our evolution as humans. In part, this translates to being rightfully selective on who you let live in your life. In conclusion, the evidence demonstrates why you should consider going to therapy. First, I explained how therapy is beneficial for understanding emotions and feelings. Then, I examined how therapy can help develop successful coping strategies. Finally, I demonstrated how therapy can be beneficial for platonic and or romantic relationships. Now that you've seen the benefits of therapy, have you thought about it? Even so, it's not always an easy decision. But once you take the chance, you'll get a whole new view of the world.